Well, hello there everyone, it's Liam Catterson here, and for one final time we're doing a Night of the Seven Kingdoms, for Season 1 at least, because of course there will be a Season 2, but yeah, that is awaiting us in the future. But yeah, for one final time this season, it is a Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and it's going to be very interesting to see how we do round things up. Well, it will be very interesting to see what they do with Season 2, but again, that's, you know, way into the future. But, I mean, this show has just been amazing, and, you know, it's kind of surprised me, even though I was coming into this with good vibes, with, like I said, way back with episode 1, it was kind of giving A Knight's Tale vibes, which I really loved that movie. I was, you know, really surprised with some of the things they've done with this show, because it has been something that has, I'd say, revitalized this franchise in a sense. I think a lot of people are definitely feeling it, but it has been, I guess, to quote another franchise, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Because it has been really amazing with some of the stuff they've done. Like, the last episode, for example, I was expecting like a half-hour battle, but I was pleasantly surprised with not just how the flashbacks were told, but I guess how relevant and the parallels there would be, not just in terms of the episode itself, but like Dunk following Arlen. I mean, that is, of course, going to be very reminiscent to Egg following Dunk. So yeah, but I just really have had a lot of fun with this first season, and hopefully season 2 can keep the momentum going. But yeah, I know that before that as well, we've got House of the Dragon Season 3, which I am looking forward to checking out in June, I believe it's coming out. But they've just released a teaser trailer for the upcoming season. So yeah, but honestly, this first season has been absolutely phenomenal stuff. So yeah. But yeah, why don't we get into this final episode of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms? It's episode 6 of season 1. Let's go. The jazz is kind of taking me out.
You could come with me.
Huh. Yeah, we'll hunt and hawk and
sail, make merry. I'll sharpen that iron of yours so you don't make such a grand fool of yourself next time.
oh, the others fucking get me. Beyond your... An itchy asshole is beyond your abilities, my friend. Be gone, witch. Fuck off with you.
An itchy... Oh, Lionel, I can never hate
You're
you.
fine. He's a terrible maester. Come with me to Storm's End, and I will love you like a brother.
Well, hopefully you meant that not in the Lannister way.
There's a war coming. We could be a force, you and I.
He wants him to be with him. The way he's sprinkling the ideas.
Caravan departs after the roast.
And protector of the realm. May the gods keep him.
I know that Miko's gonna be feeling like shit.
Plenty of sons have died in their father's armor. How many fathers have died in their sons?
Oh.
Could not say.
He's gonna put this on him.
Why would the gods take him and leave you?
Don't put... No, come on, kids.
I've wondered the same.
Don't have this mentality of, it should have been you.
Okay.
Oh god, he's getting attached. Okay. Maybe he's like a big cuddly bear.
Stefan took my tent. Said I betrayed the family by abandoning him. Can you believe that?
Are you fucking serious? He's throwing his toys out the pram because Raymond betrayed the... Get out of here! Get out!
Huh? My wife.
Pleased to meet you,
Damn!
Sir Duncan.
Oh!
Right. Pleased to meet you too, Lady Rowan.
Should come and watch the trial. Said I fought like a wild bull.
And with all the
Look
grace
at
of
the
one.
riz from Raven. Damn.
Said I've got a with child now, so I figured we ought to get married.
Damn. It's all coming out. It's all coming
like a
around.
You heard that, Sir Duncan? A boy. Come with us. He's not going anywhere. He's been through enough.
It's fine.
Look, you beat your cousin. Don't get too overzealous, Raven. You're gonna be a dad.
I'm sending Arion to the east. A few years in the free cities may change him for the better.
Doubt it, but we'll see. You did say may, so...
The fools will say Baylor would not have let it happen. But the hedge knight killed him.
If I had not fought,
No.
you would have had my hand and foot. Mightn't it be that some morrow will come when I'll have need that foot, when the realm will need that foot even more than a prince's life?
Not bloody likely.
Yeah, well...
The
It's gonna
realm
surprise
has as
you.
many hedge knights as hedges. There is a place for you at Summer Hall. You'll swear your sword to me, and Aegon can squire for you while you train him.
Sheesh.
My master at arms will finish your own training.
Oh, sheesh.
You're so hard.
But I think I'm done with princes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can't blame him.
Can't take. I'm sorry.
It didn't sign up to
Maybe
be
you're not the
embroiled.
knight I thought you were.
No. No. Okay, my heart. No, 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 no.
Why did you never knight me? Did you think I'd leave you? I wouldn't. Sir?
So he was never true. Oh my god. Shit. What
And
the
that's why
fuck?
they call it the penny tree.
What the fuck?
A true knight always finishes a story.
Yeah, George. Okay, what the fuck was that? That was some Shrek 3 levels of shit. What the fuck? Is that a
Some
coffin?
sort of magic.
Magic?
What?
Would they put the Queen in Beesbury's coffin?
Bees.
Fucking bee
Good
magic.
news.
My poor sweet warrior.
We can finally
That
be
fighting
bees.
turned your brains to
Have you no shame coming here?
Shame.
Those
Shame.
men are dead because of you.
He really just...
Will you take Egg to Squire? But Arion was quite the glad child once. He liked fishing.
What happened? Did you just get told no one day and then that... Yeah. Changed him for the worse? It's starting to come back, isn't it? The hair. Look, I don't think anyone's gonna complain if Harriet dies, but unless he's just gonna give him a haircut. Oh, busted!
What?
Sir Duncan, my lord, requests an audience.
Oh, sugar.
Might be he's better served away from castles and servants and...
His family?
I mean, you're not exactly the most reputable.
Sleep in ditches and eat hard salt beef.
Why not?
Darren never slept in a ditch.
Yeah? He's gonna follow, isn't he? Like, we're gonna end how we started, with him just darting off on his own.
Storm End's a sad place. Figured an old friend might brighten it up for you.
Aww.
You bought me a horse.
We love Raymond so much.
Besides, I think an orchard might suit her better.
What?
Aww.
I can't.
But he's given permission.
You certain?
Love that. It's going back to the flashback. There we are. There's the penny in the tree.
Sir Duncan!
Hey!
My Lord Father says I am to serve you.
Did he now?
Sir.
Don't know. Suppose we could go anywhere in the Seven Kingdoms, though I've never been.
Yeah. 9.
What a clout near.
Crownlands, Westlands, Stormlands, Riverlands, the Iron Islands, the North, the Reach, the Vale of Arran, and Dawn.
This show has been a lie.
No.
Isn't that Fast and Furious meme? Like, yeah. I think it is. We've got Vin Diesel. A Knight of the Nine. There we go. There we go.
Where's Aegon?
I've not seen him, my prince. I will ask the Septons.
I knew it. I knew Aegon would bullshit. Yo. I just had a feeling that Egg was like, oh yeah, Mako said, I am to serve you. He was lying. He was lying. But, to be fair, I mean, him serving Doug is probably for the best. So, it's a lie, but it's a lie we can appreciate. Oh, man. Well, that was a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. No, wait. A Knight of the Nine Kingdoms. They need to stick that into season 2 and beyond, or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, it's some Thunderbolts. Yeah, they've basically done a Thunderbolts. If you know, you know. But yeah, it was just really, really funny. This like correction from Egg in terms of actually it's 9. And yeah, so like I said, I hope it's called that next season, just to like, yeah, and it would make sense for the style the show you know, aims for, like if they just outright changed it and stuck to it. For someone who has not watched this show and all of that, they'll look at this and be like, wait, what's that all about? Like, you called it 7 and then 9? What's that all about? So, yeah, but I really enjoyed how this episode was. I guess maybe I would say it, of course, does lay some seeds to season 2 in terms of in terms of, you know, setting Dunk with Egg and all of that, despite the initial refusal. But yeah, it was really yeah, it was really, really great stuff in terms of seeing where things were going in terms of the mentality for these characters. I mean, for Dunk, of course, he's going to be absolutely exhausted because of the fact that he does blame himself. Like, if this whole trial, if this whole thing with him and Arion never made it to the trial of 7, and then Baelor would have been alive. And of course, there is going to be a bit of blame, isn't there, in terms of you just had to, you know, stick your nose into this business and all of that. And that's it, though. He didn't imagine he was just trying to be a good person at the end of the day. And it's this whole mantra of like, doing good doesn't serve you too well, does it? Because of the fact that that's it, though. He was this whole thing kicked off because Arion was being a prick, and yeah, decent. Like, he was trying to be decent. Was Dunk. So yeah, I mean, thankfully, it's not all bad when it comes to being a good person. Ask Raymond. I mean, he humbled Stefan, and yeah, rightfully so. He had bragging rights about it. I mean, not just the fact that he managed to shut his obnoxious ass. I can't believe he has the audacity to blame Raymond. Like, who are you to talk about like dishonor and all of that? Piece of shit. But it's okay because, you know, Raymond was thriving. And when there was that sequence where it's like, oh yeah, I'm you know, expecting a kid and all of that at all of it was just really great stuff to see Raymond and Rowan, like, they were married and they're expecting a kid, and just everything really in terms of Raymond. Just like he ever since he got knighted by Lionel, like things have been going upwards for him. So I really liked that because we love Raymond. We love him so much, and I do hope we get to see him again in the future because yeah, he's great. Speaking of Lionel, I just loved that moment at the very beginning. I was a little bit thrown off, like, the first scene, because we had jazz music and all of that, whilst him and that maester was standing above Dunk. So, yeah. Yeah, it was just kind of something that threw me off and all of that, but of course he did offer that invite to come with him to Tarth, and I do. That's it though. I do love their partnership, but of course, that was never going to happen, was it? Yeah. I just love his reaction to the. He's a terrible maester. But yeah, it's kind of a situation where you just have to acknowledge the fact that, well, he was never going to come to Tarth with Lionel. It would have been nice because these two, you know, they would be roommates. But obviously with him as well, he's not with Dunk, he's just not in a great place. He is just mentally shattered, and it was very interesting to hear his comments as well, of course, in terms of, I mean, there was a little bit of channeling of Robert in terms of the only good dragon is a dead dragon, but of course he would have certain, like, even if Baelor was a decent Targaryen, it doesn't matter. So yeah. But I mean, there's all this, especially for me, when you've got comments saying that Baelor had to die and all of that. There's of course going to be some blame and all of that, and of course with Dunk, he doesn't know the future, but again, the comments seem to suggest that, you know, if Baelor were to survive, then we would have a different story entirely when it comes to Game of Thrones and all of that. So yeah, so it is like that aspect of thinking, in some degree, you might think that, well, with Baelor and his death, that at least has some kind of impact. I'm not talking about, okay, like, I don't know how much it would impact the you know, series of events in Game of Thrones, for example, but again, there is some suggestion that, well, if he were to be alive, then the story would have been told very differently. Just because of Baelor and his honor, just because of how at least different he was, and that can't fly because of how the Targaryens are. He was a little bit different in regards to who he was, to I guess how unhinged, all that jazz, the Targaryens can be. So yeah, and it does suck. It does suck, but yeah. but you can even see that, even though that Dunk doesn't know what's exactly going to happen in like 100 years time or however long the gap is between where we're at and, you know, season 1 of a Game of Thrones. It's around there, but I'm not gonna, you know, accurately put the number on it. But he doesn't, like, yeah, he doesn't know what's gonna happen, but it's that gut feeling, like, yeah, I have kind of screwed things up for the future, haven't I? Because there is all of this talk, and not just that though, but there is that acknowledgement from from Dunk that Baelor was a decent guy, and he would have been a king that would have been absolutely reputable, and yeah, so, but yeah, oh. But yeah, I also felt like that scene with Aegon nearly killing Aerion was very, very interesting, because especially with the scene prior to it, because he noticed the little strands of his Targaryen hair coming through, and then he has that moment where he nearly kills Aerion. So yeah. No line said whatsoever, and it was just very, very tense. Like, yeah. It's this whole situation of, like, I'm sure there are strands of, am I just going to become like him if I kill this monster? He's going, like, again, the ramifications of what happened with Baelor is hitting here, but I mean, there was just that very, very it was just a very, very intense moment. Like I said, no words needed, and yet you could really, really soak in the emotions going through, in terms, like, especially with Egg, because you saw how, again, there was that conflict. I did pose the question, if Maker wasn't in that room, what would he do? Because I mean, he was going through so much conflict even before he noticed, at least that's what I could read from him, before he did notice Maekar, and yeah, so but yeah, I mean, it was just a very, very, yeah, very intense scene. Yeah. And I also loved that flashback as well, kind of giving you a little bit of an idea about if Duncan was knighted or not. I think it would be a surprise if Dunk was actually knighted. But I just love the whole situation of, you know, like, it was tragic, but now, you know, after watching the episode, it is kind of hilarious. He just needed a quick nap. But I think this was, like, moments before he actually did die as well. So, yeah. But it was just, you know, fun to just see that moment play out in terms of, you know, that's why they call it Penny and all of that. And yeah, like I said, just digesting on the fact that Dunk may have never been knighted at all. But they didn't outright, I think they didn't outright confirm it, in my opinion, because, again, the guy was still alive. He just needed a quick nap. He's not getting any younger, as Arlen. But again, I think for me, yeah, this is not that. This is them leaving it a bit ambiguous, but I think like, you can kind of put the math together. This is not long after until he died for realsies, and yeah, there is just that there is just that fact that he just never got knighted in the first place. So. And again, I think it would be a surprise if he actually, oh yeah, he actually was knighted. So yeah. But yeah. It's the fact as well that Arlen just kind of deflect. I feel like he just deflected from that. Again, just furthering the idea that he was never knighted. I know it's not outright confirmed. But the fact that he kept it's the fact that he just avoided that whole topic altogether. It's just like, yeah, it kind of gives you sprinkles, for me at least, that, well, yeah, Dunk was never knighted. So but I think that is the whole point of that whole situation. Is it's ambiguous. It's up for you to kind of determine if, okay, well, maybe he did knight him, maybe he didn't. But I think for me, with the way that Dunk brought that up, and for me, I feel like that is moments before his actual, well, I wouldn't say like he would die 30 seconds later, but it wouldn't be too long. For me, I think that does scream to me that he was never knighted. So yeah, but again, I think it's up for the people to decide in terms of you know, was he knighted, was he not? So yeah, but yeah, there was just some really great moments. I mean, especially with Raymond, like I mentioned about how he was just thriving first time we saw him, him and Rowan, him being, or him becoming a dad, etc. And I just hope that his story does not lead him into a dark path or whatever, because sometimes this show will do that, or like this franchise, should I say, will do that. But yeah, I just loved him throughout this entire episode, like even with the the bee magic thing was just great in terms of, yeah, the Beesbury and the like. I just love the fact that the coffin was actually a hive, but it's a coffin. But yeah. Yeah, and then there was that final moment between him and Dunk, so yeah, that was nice. But yeah, I really enjoyed this finale. I am very intrigued to see, like, if Makar's gonna be a I'm assuming he will be, given the fact that Egg did lie to Dunk about, oh yeah, he's given me permission, and we saw like that scene, that last scene. Where the fuck is he? So, but yeah, and I think season 2 will be coming out next year. So, you know, thank goodness we don't have to wait 2 years. See, I'm liking this because Percy Jackson, I'm not having to wait 2 years for that as well. And it's and I know they are more shorter shows and whatnot than the likes of I don't know, House of the Dragon, The Boys, etc. But it always pains when these shows take 2 years to get to the, like, it's and I know I keep mentioning it, but I will not shut up about it because it is a gripe that it's ridiculous the wait of between seasons can take 2 years, maybe even longer. So when a show like nowadays is gonna take 1 year to get to the new season, I'm like, great, just great. Because that needs to be accepted again, instead of, you know, 2 years to wait between for a new season. Yeah, it's just it is just ridiculous. But yeah, that's my little rant there out the way. But yeah, great finale, great stuff. Really enjoyed things. And yeah, of course, like I said, next in this franchise will be House of the Dragon Season 3. So we've had our moments of levity, even though there have been moments of sadness as well with Baelor's death. Now it's time to get emotionally damaged and all of that, and yeah, so but until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!